And away we go. And just like that, welcome to Preparing to Podcast, episode 3.
Three.
To the naysayers who didn't think we would make it this far, we say nay. Nay
Nay,
right back to you.
Nay, we say.
Nay, we say. It's the show where Canadian comedians drop by to chat while we prepare to podcast. As always, my name is Ted Morris, and with me in the studio
Is Chuck Byrne.
Hi, Chuck. We have a lot to get to this week.
We do.
Of course, we have our long-running, very popular segment. We should look that up.
We should. For all of you that do not have access to an ability to look things up, we've solved that problem for you.
We'll do it for you.
We look things up.
Yeah. Do you want information, but maybe like a week or so later?
Does the idea of asking your phone seem exhausting?
Typing stuff in, talking to it, pretending to have a relationship.
Having to talk slower because you were excited the first time you asked?
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll solve that problem for you.
We have guests.
We do.
This week again, we have 2 guests.
Yes.
Who
Our guests
did you wrangle this week?
Our guests this week are Dom Pare and Eric Andrews, both very accomplished veteran comedians. Generally speaking, all of our guests are going to be veteran comedians because that's really the only people we know.
That's who we know. Yeah, once we run out of good comedians, we will start scraping the bottom of the barrel. So if you wanted to be on a podcast.
So tune in for episode 7. Is that all you got? That'll be the name of that episode. Who was willing to show up? See that, which is why after we record the group segment of the show, we have ribs.
Yeah.
Every week we eat ribs as a way of enticing comedians to come by and share their hilarity with us for free. We ply them with delicious pork sticks. And
it also keeps away the vegetarian comedians.
You were going to say Jews. You were going to say
I was going to. The V and the J sounder. Plus, I'm still not sure.
But let's not overlook the fact that it keeps Muslims away, right? Which is
anti-pork people.
It is something that came up. Our guests today were inquiring as to what do you do if you had someone that didn't eat pork come by? An easy solution: beef ribs.
Or they just watch us.
Or they just watch us eat ribs. That's true. I'm willing to do brisket. I'm willing to do, we could do some chicken in the smoker. It's basically, it's a meat-based snack is what we're looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
So the vegetarians, I'm not going to have a vegetarian alternative for you. I'm not going to have a Beyond Rib. There's no Beyond Rib.
Like no Hindus. Is that what you're saying? No.
No.
Never going to have a Hindu on? Do we know any funny Hindus?
There's a lot of Hindus out there. There's plenty of funny.
I know a lot of Hindus. I don't know if I know any hilarious ones.
Well, Russell's Indian, isn't he technically a Hindu? Russell Peters.
There's a lot more than just Hindus.
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming, the reason why Pakistan exists is because the Muslims were unwilling to live with the Hindus. And in my opinion, if you can't get along with a Hindu, I mean, good luck.
What's wrong with you?
Right? You're not going to be able to get along with anybody.
Yeah, although I'm pretty sure the reason Pakistan exists is probably Britain.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't really
and also religious intolerance.
I don't really like to point fingers at white people very often. I find there's plenty of other people in line waiting to do that already.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It is very true. I have a question. Do we have any new segments? We've had this out.
See, as we are preparing to podcast, the hope is that with each passing episode, we become more and more like an actual podcast, in that we will have maybe a format.
A format
maybe
is good.
A specific focus of show that we're trying to do.
Maybe a jingle.
A jingle. Ooh, we gotta
jingle stingers.
I could go for a jingle.
I mean, I think I know what an audio stinger is, but also it sounds dirty. So let's investigate.
Audio stingers, bumpers to get us in and out of breaks and whatnot.
Oh, I will make some audio if you.
But we've got a beautiful new tablecloth today.
Look at this beautiful new tablecloth.
We've got our new sound barrier style background.
Look at this.
We've got headshots of our guests up.
Look at these.
We've got a tiny little sign that says preparing to podcast with a
Adorable.
group of adorable Canadian-based animal characters podcasting there. Um, but because that's step one, right? The final stage would be giant neon sign behind us,
There needs to be a neon sign.
broadcasting to the world the magnificent success of our endeavor here. But currently, what I've done is utilized my color printer, and
Yeah.
so we're putting some stuff up on the wall behind us, and we've also added. You will see in the guest segment as we move the camera back out to get the whole group in. We have some patriotic curtains we've added.
Which
Yeah,
sounds like a euphemism, but
patriotic
it's
curtains.
not.
Hey, you treat her right, she'll show you her patriotic curtains. Hey, oh, there's a
Ooh.
there's a snack for Canada.
Oh, the rocket's red glare.
Bombs,
Oh.
bombs bursting in my pants. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you got to start somewhere, and this is where we have decided to start.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you know, at episode 3, are we any closer to being
I
prepared
think
to
we are. I think
podcast?
we've
I
we've
feel
we've
good.
got we've got better surroundings.
Yeah,
We've got a better camera angle. I'm
these
hoping that
angles.
the sound is going to come out as smooth and dulcet tones.
Smooth jazz. We can just do some ADR if it doesn't work, and then
Yeah,
this can be whatever you want it to be.
I could just stop talking and you could listen to me just kind of struggle for breath.
Welcome to the CPAP channel.
Yeah. Will he make it? That's what we want people wondering as they listen to the program. I wonder if he'll make it to the end of the episode because it doesn't sound good. There's too much rattle in that breath.
I need you to make it to the end of the episode so that I don't have to edit
But also,
this.
what I
If
think
you could
what
die post edit, that would be most
Edit.
gratifying.
Yeah, and then as soon as we are signed off on all the audio, feel free to drop dead.
Yeah.
But also we have our longest running segment, which should we look that up, and as well later on in the episode we will be doing our first, I guess, response to viewer input, response to a comment. We've got some input from someone who watched, I believe, one of the first 2 episodes and had a comment for us. So we're going to address that issue because we believe in responding to the audience.
No matter
At,
how rude they are.
well, I'm not going to say that the comments were hurtful, but they weren't strictly praise, and I'm used to strict praise.
Right.
Yeah, I like
Were
that.
you able to select from
No, only one
sort of
person reached.
selection of
Only
okay.
one person reached out. So we're
So
really going to have to take the comments as we get them. It's not like I sifted through a box of letters that were hastily brought up from the mailroom.
find that hard to
And
believe.
and if I'm perfectly honest, it wasn't even a comment on the internet. It was a friend who texted me. But it was in relation to the podcast, so it technically counts.
Numbers are numbers as long as they watch. That's
Yes,
all we care
and
about.
so because I'm sure a lot of people are watching because they want the unanswered question answered. We have an answer.
We have an answer.
Now, what was the question?
The question was what song was playing when Buffalo Bill was dancing around in The Silence of the Lambs?
Yes, in Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill's the serial killer,
Yeah.
and there's a scene where he's got the senator's daughter trapped in a well in his basement, and he is dancing around in I believe it's a silk bathrobe.
Very lasciviously.
Yeah,
If I'm using that word correctly, and I'm
nipples pierced, package tucked, as it were, and
always a fun gag.
and the song that is playing, I will give you a moment to have a guess in your head. The song that is playing is "Goodbye Horses" by Q Lazarus.
You
Huh?
didn't know that, did you?
Oh,
Did
I
you?
know.
Also, that is Q Lazarus's only official release.
Really?
That one song, which was used in he used it in another movie, Jonathan Demme, the director, used it in, I think, Married to the Mob. And then he used another one of that artist's songs in another one of his movies, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the only 2 tracks you could find from that
Only
artist.
2 tracks. Yeah. But
I wonder.
Goodbye Horses was actually
I
released as anything.
I wonder if that's. I wonder if there's a story behind that, like the only reason the person did the music, or released the music was because of some relationship with Jonathan Demme.
According to Spotify, and if you can't trust Spotify, who can you trust? She was driving his cab and singing the song one night while she was, preparing to go into the studio the next day. And he's like, "Hey, can
And there
I?"
you have it.
You,
Hey, would you like some royalties to
Yeah.
support your career for the rest of
you
your
don't
life?
you don't seem like a professional. I can probably get this music very cheap.
Well, yeah.
And now she's dead.
Oh, well,
Wow.
happy note.
Happy note.
Happy note to wrap it up on.
That was a lot more information than I thought I had on,
Okay.
on
Okay,
Q
kids.
Lazarus.
Anyway, night night. Christmas is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Santa's dead. So we've already mentioned our guests. We've covered our thing that we should look up.
Yeah.
And I guess all that's left is to get into the episode.
Let's get into the episode. Let's chat to some Canadian comics about Canadian comic stuff.
We'll do the intros later. It's really a large production we do for the intros. There's a lot of voiceover work. We bring some people in.
Okay.
No, but we'll look something up for you. Is there anything you want in your intro?
No.
No? Good. That's Eric Andrews. It's Eric Andrews.
He is a
Very
man.
low maintenance. Dom, anything we should specifically mention?
Yeah, I really wanted to be driven home that one time I lost in the finals of Next Top Comic Canada to Eric Andrews.
Really?
Yes, I did. I came in below him, and he won that night and got an award. And I feel that credit should be mentioned, Eric.
Yeah, and I will say that our agent called me the next day and said, "I didn't think you won." So that was nice.
Regardless of the results that night,
Wait,
again,
what? Your
again
agent
the
at
paths
Yucks?
come together.
Yeah.
Okay, because I knew you had two probably agents at the time. You're like,
If it was up to me, you would not have gone through.
Yeah.
wow.
I've had a few judges come up to me after not winning a competition and explain to me why they thought I should have won.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't want to. Don't give me more
I don't
hope.
think that's the right time to talk to somebody
Yeah.
who just lost. Like maybe
Well-
send them an email later because they've digested the moment. But usually that's that set of steak knives moment. You're like, I just want to get out of here, man.
It's one of those. The only reason anyone ever does it is for the opportunity for exposure, and
Exposure.
I don't know. Like winning isn't necessarily a great outcome long term.
Yeah.
And you remove the honesty from the situation, because I always thought the audience decides how your show went, and now someone else deciding how your show went seems to me inherently screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And usually the judges aren't people that are comedians or comedian fans of comedy. They're like the whatever local radio DJ showed up.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
It's they're kind of half the time they're not even looking at the show.
I used to lose to Linda Ellis. It would always be Rachel Cantillon. Anyone remember her?
No.
Of course
I do
not.
not.
Disappeared. I would lose to her all the time. And then Linda Ellis would be second and I would be third.
Wow.
Like, where were these contests?
I don't know, in my house. They might not have been legitimate.
When I first started doing comedy, Tim Nutt and I started at about the same time in Vancouver. He started a bit ahead of me. But we had an unspoken contest every week, who's having the better set.
Okay.
And you weren't allowed to claim victory. You had to be given it.
Oh, wow.
So it was up to you to say to the other guy, you had a better set than I did tonight. So you had to have new jokes. We held each other to pretty high standards.
And I'm glad you did, but I came from a community that was Ottawa, so it was like, I'll see you next week. So no one did any standard holding. We're like, I really love that exact same six, man. That's sick.
It's really tight.
But that
It's
was
so
also
tight.
we were lucky that we found each other because we were both working as fast as we could to get to the point where we could sell our act for money. So that's what it was about. It was like we both just needed to build a show at that point, because that was, pre-internet, only priority. You need a show.
Have an act.
Yeah, you need a
Tour
show.
with the act. Yeah. Now now an act will work against you. Like you need to be famous. Yeah.
Well,
You
yeah,
have some
you
version
run
of
the
social
risk
media.
of having to write a new act like constantly because you're giving it away on the internet. And people
30 seconds at a time.
pretty much.
Yeah, I think it's down to 7 now. 7 seconds.
7 seconds.
Yeah,
We're back to Vine.
pretty
Vine
much.
is back, baby.
They tell you how many people watch the first 3 seconds of your thing, and I've found that I remove a lot more than I would from the beginning of stuff
Yes.
in order to
Get to the good stuff.
Well, not even get to the good stuff. Just get to a sentence that is like almost you're halfway through a sentence, so like it's like they're coming in on something.
Yeah.
Like you have no time to develop where you're going.
It's really popular to have a part 2.
Yeah. It's the punchline.
Part 1 is half of a setup.
Yeah.
Part 2, punchline.
The comics should do that because the women are doing that. The thirst traps are doing that, right?
Doing
like
what?
any moment they're going to open their bathrobe. Any moment they're going to
I
open their
see.
bathrobe.
Yeah.
For a while they were doing the micro pause. You had to micro pause to like see them in their swimsuit. And I didn't have the hand-eye for it.
Yeah.
This is like strippers waiting until the third song.
It was a video game I couldn't win,
Yeah.
which was so annoying.
Yeah.
It's good to know that we're still training our youth to have good hand and eye, though.
No, I don't think that.
hand-eye coordination.
I don't think they were training the youth. I think they were fighting off senility for people like me.
Oh,
Right? Like
okay.
I don't think the kids have the same algorithm as me, where it's 40-year-old women that are almost going to open their bathrobe. I got a lot of that on my feed.
Well, I guess like every time you fail and accidentally double click it, now
I think that's
Then
the thing.
You're reacting to it.
You're reacting
Yeah.
to it.
My whole feed is I know my rights, and then that's it. And it's
I'm a
and I
sovereign
don't even-
citizen.
I'm at the point where it is. It's all part 2. I'm like, they're still arguing about the First Amendment or something. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not doing a part. I know where this. I'm not 7 parts of like, listen here. I'm like,
I've done a bunch. I've done a bunch of those recently, where I'm just essentially addressing Americans and kind of just trolling on them a little bit, and the number of you live in a Muslim country,
Yeah.
your government is tyrannical, just like
why would they yell the truth at you like that?
It's confusing.
I just think if your government's being run by this elite group of whatever, and they're all super convinced that all they're interested in is making you stay in your house and taking away all of your rights. I don't think TikTok engagement is where you want to focus your engagement. If you really believe that.
I don't know what to believe anymore. If it comes to politics, I kind of don't give a shit anymore. I've had to disengage because like too many people are polar. Like there's like as a comedian, I'll say it this way because I've noticed like comedians getting on board with politics, and I haven't watched what you've been saying. I don't know what you've been pissing off or who you've been pissing off. But I've noticed people who choose a side, and that's popular, I guess. But for me as a comedian, I think it's a disservice to yourself because then you can't make fun of both sides because they're both going to be wrong.
Yeah.
And if you go polar, like when it comes to your side fucking up, you can't push them back. Like you kind of have, if you're going to be a comedian, because both sides, it's politics, they're going to fuck up. Like,
Well, and so much of politics has nothing to do with their jobs. It's about just picking a side on things that people feel passionate about that aren't necessarily, good government.
right.
You know.
What are you passionate about?
Women's sports. Women in women's sports.
like sports where you can almost see it if you freeze it at the right time.
I want to try and figure out what that bulge is when the sprinters are in the blocks. How am I supposed to feel about this?
How do I know who to cheer for?
Yeah.
It's just nothing. Like it's like women's. It's like an off one. Like women's single beats volleyball. Like just like you see it at the Olympics and that's it. Huge fan.
But there's like a touring league of beach volleyball.
I'm
like
sure
a world
there is.
touring league. Yeah,
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, there's
Do
a
they-
world touring lead of
Do they have trading cards?
tiddlywinks.
they should. I mean, I'm sure they have Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, women's volleyball is does a lot, I think, for the Olympics in general.
Yeah.
Just in terms of
The beach
for
volleyball.
no other reason than the promos the promos for the Olympics are going to be a lot better.
Yeah, I like to see them fall on the
Men's
sand.
beach volleyball, too. I mean, anyone who likes to fuck is going to enjoy watching volleyball.
But the men's beach volleyball doesn't have the same outfits that the women do, and I think that's really a missed opportunity to get more.
This
Yeah.
guy's
More
gay.
pervs.
This guy's fucking gay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
What?
I should be able to perv out on more stuff than just the Winter Olympics. It's more than the two-man luge.
So if you were
More than that.
if you were to
Now, do you-
design the men's volleyball outfits,
Yeah, there you go.
what-
Speedos.
just a speedo.
Yeah.
Same as the high dive.
What about high socks?
It'd be the same outfit as the diving. Yeah.
That gives dad vibes. I don't want to. Like,
Okay.
oh, there's my dad playing beach volleyball in
a
his
speedo,
banana
a
hammock.
speedo with high socks.
Do they wear socks?
No.
I think it's barefoot. It's a barefoot sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if socks count as. Like, you could do socks.
Yeah, you can do something.
No, you can't do socks on the beach.
I mean, they're breathable.
Have you seen a
No,
German
that's
on
the
holiday?
problem. The
You
problem
can-
is they're breathable because if you get sand inside a sock, now
Yeah.
you've got to.
That's why
You're going to sand your feet right off
But
your
that's
body.
that's why the high sock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you get sand
I'm not
inside,
worried about sand creeping up my leg and jumping over the rim. I'm worried about sand working its way through the weave.
Well, you would
right.
have new socks every game probably.
yeah, tight
Still-
sock. Do you have a sock
Yeah, but
sponsor?
I don't want tight. I don't want a tight weave on my socks if I'm
Brought
wearing
to you
them.
by
If I'm wearing them on a
Hanes.
hot beach, right? I'm wearing these socks on a hot beach.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a loose weave to deal with the heat.
I think this is a problem that solves itself, really.
Well, you
No
barefoot.
socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Pave the beach.
No.
You cut the bottoms of the socks off.
Oh,
Now they're just warmers.
Leg warmers.
Ankle warmers.
It's easy, man. The friction will do it for you. You're
It's like a
Eric's
sock.
onto something
It's
here.
a sock version of the jazzercise leg warmer.
Oh yeah.
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 I like that.
All right, we've sold our first pair.
Perfect. Isn't that all leg warmers? Aren't they all jazzercise?
I always
I
just
don't
thought
understand the
they were like-
distinction.
It's a solemn ballet sock.
They were like sweater arms. They were like sweater arms for your legs.
Anyway, but the jazzercise qualification made me think that maybe I was missing out on some exciting
Well, that's how-
advancements. And
Jane Fonda's who introduced them to me.
you got 20
yeah,
minutes?
yeah.
She's got a workout for you.
Oh, yeah, I got 20
My
minutes.
sister used to do that on vinyl. So at one point you had to like flip the record over in order to, work out your ass.
She got super rich with that.
It's like a Jack LaLanne. Oh, yeah. And then, amazingly, she opened up like a whole industry of it because, what's her name? Chrissy from Three's Company with her Thigh Master.
Suzanne
and
Summers.
Yeah.
Billy Blanks with the tie bow. And
Yeah.
like it's
Cher had a exercise video.
true.
The grandmother from the Golden Girls had one.
Really?
Yeah.
No, she's not. Hang on. Which one is she? I know Estelle Getty.
Estelle Getty.
Estelle
Estelle
Getty.
Getty.
Yeah. Get ready with me.
Get ready with Getty. Oh, I like that. I like that.
I'm not sure if you're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
What was
That's
the,
real.
What was she?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the thing is, everyone thinks because she's the mother in the show that she was much older, but she was
She
actually
was the youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was 2 years younger than.
Then the youngest one of the rest of the Golden Girls.
That's the movie I'm hoping that someone's going to make is the unauthorized Betty White
Oh, it's going to be great.
biography.
There was a reason she liked having black people on shows in the 1950s.
Just her lighting up a cigarette and spitting in the help's face.
I hope there's a book out there where she just sat down, started smoking cigarettes, and told her story.
Did she have a bad one?
No, just
A woman in show business
she
since
was
the 50s.
she was a woman
for
in
sure
show
some
business
shit went
since
down.
and a working one
Yeah.
I want names.
Who also-
I want descriptions of dicks.
who also would have been
I want
prime
ev-
time for women's rights and all of that kind of. Never got into any kind of political thing about anything. She was always just Betty White, there for a laugh.
But she would get angry if you brought up Angela Lansbury.
Oh, I mean,
yeah?
lots of people do.
Was she, I don't know. Was she up for murder? She wrote
fucking murder she wrote. She fucked me.
because good back end on that.
Yeah,
That
Angela
show's still
Lansbury,
on.
notorious
truly.
bitch.
And yeah, neither of those women are alive, but that show's still printing money.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Man. Who's watching that? right now.
People as they age out of life.
Yeah, I guess it's just on. a
It's
cable network
it's
somewhere.
on, and it's the one thing everybody in the common room can agree on.
Then
Yeah.
if we don't like the new Matlock, bring back the old Matlock.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we'll watch Angela Lansbury.
Did you watch the new Matlock?
No. Did I watch the old Matlock?
Is that the one with,
Also, no.
What's her name? Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates, yeah.
No.
There's there. Okay. Lewis Black, when he opened up, he did the keynote at Just for Laughs, and he did this whole walkthrough about essentially the power that executives have, and that somebody who had written Ally McBeal wrote a script for him, and he wanted him to do the role, and he could not get the executives to agree, and at the end he debuted that the show was happening, but Kathy Bates was the one cast in it, and that's apparently this has happened many times where it's like been written for somebody like some guy, but Kathy Bates is
yeah.
like, I see myself in it, and they give it to her.
That's also the nature of show business. They're like, I wrote this for so and so, and the executive's like, yeah, but this guy over here is under contract, so guess
Yeah.
who's going to get the role?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not famous enough to get an audition where like I am described as what they're looking for. That'd be like we're looking for a Ted Morris kind of character. I'm like,
For
okay,
a
so
Ted
me?
Morris type.
And they're like, no, not you.
No, like a type.
Someone like you,
I
like you, but
worry-
not you.
Yeah.
I worry that if I ever saw Chuck Byrne type, that I would audition for the role,
just a
and
casket.
then they would tell me that I was too old and too fat for the role. That would be my nightmare.
I was told I was TV ugly. So it's like in real life you're okay looking, but like you would get cast as an ugly person on TV.
I just always assumed I was TV ugly. Like, you see someone who's cast as a main cast, they're usually gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, you're just
Yeah,
like, okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
physically see it here, and you must look amazing. Or they look freakish a little bit. Like, they have like a bigger
Yeah, yeah,
forehead
yeah.
or a jaw that's uncomfortable, but on camera they look amazing.
yeah, if
Yeah,
you've got
yeah,
a
yeah.
giant head, oh, it looks so good on TV.
Head proportions outside of the norms on the bell curve will really help you in Hollywood.
I think there's a shift happening where we're accepting more interesting looking people in roles.
It's very generous. Generous way of stating that.
Yeah, I think I don't know what it is, but I've got a feeling that we're moving away from the beauty type.
Back to the 70s.
Yeah, someone who's got a little zip to them.
Well, we got to get their attention in 3 seconds, right? So, you want a good, what the fuck's wrong with that guy's head?
Yeah.
And when is he going to take off his bathrobe?
I am curious. I will keep watching.
Pause.
Pause. Damn it, pause.
Damn it.
I'm going to have to watch this video like 150 times to get this right.
All right, so this was the intro, by the way.
Yeah, when are we starting this podcast?
was good.
This
This
is
was
No,
just the intro.
this is
Just some
this is
warm-up.
how we go.
This is it.
This is
is
how
just-
we go. And then from this...
This has been the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. That was amazing.
We will pan out some gold at some point. Oh, hey, I had an interesting question. Just because in the first couple of episodes that we've done, we've told a lot of not horror stories, but not the things that are funny now but weren't funny at the time type of story.
Yeah.
But for you guys have both been doing comedy, both of you north of 15. Are you 20? yet?
I'm 3 years in.
You're 3 years in. You're coming along, man.
I'm
You're coming
almost
along.
there. I
'Cause
almost
it-
wrote a punchline. I've been
it-
mostly doing TikToks.
There's a future. There's a future.
Having spent some time with you, it really does feel longer than
Oh,
that.
it's yeah.
It does. It really feels longer than 3 years.
No, it should. I really do a lot. To
But,
make that seem-
For like the missed opportunities, the gigs you don't get, the audition that falls through, the corporate gig that cancels on you, like all of those things that can over time really grind on you in show business. I usually find that there's also a few moments that can sustain you for years. Like for me, it was I had the first time I ever headlined in Toronto. The guest spots were Derek Edwards and Mike Wilmot, and I was completely and totally outgunned. Like they came in and completely destroyed in front of me, and I just tried to keep up. And then cut to like maybe 10 years later, and I came off stage at the Halifax Festival, and Derek Edwards walked up to me, and all he said was, "Oh, the kid's been writing," and that would have kept me in show business for another 15 years probably. Just that recognized from someone that you completely and totally idolized.
Yeah, that is really nice.
And he didn't have to say it. He didn't have to, but stuff like that is what gets you through all of the terrible.
Yeah. The first time I ever headlined the Toronto club, they put Aaron Berg before me every night.
And counter programming.
For our audience, Aaron gets on stage and he's going to tell some jokes about being a stripper and taking drugs and masturbating and jizzing all over the audience, which he will dramatically act out at full volume.
Yeah, Cum
Go ahead,
Rags
Eric.
featured prominently.
And I'm just different than that.
How so? I don't see it.
It's the same act, but it's a different energy setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was interesting to see the room change while he's up there, and then figuring out how to change it to suit me afterwards. But it ended up working pretty well. And 10 years after that, I saw Aaron Berg, and he said something similar. He said, "Who are you?"
Heartwarming.
So
I don't really
keeps me going.
I don't really have any of that.
No?
I don't. None of the. I mean, everyone's had your first downtown headline, and I Alex Pavone and Zed Lacker before me, and they
showed up to
killed
play.
it, and that was kind of. It's a different time now. It really much is. It's sort of like a random roll of the dice who's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
There, they were kind of structuring the show to screw you over. But what?
Well, also to test your mettle.
Yeah, of course. But sometimes it just felt like I passed my trial and tribulation, but I've seen you're clearly fucking this person.
Yeah.
You're kind of making, because they really push to be a headliner, and they put you in there, and then they watch you eat shit, and then you go, okay, I'm still in the middle, and they're kind of beating you down a little bit. But I think my consistent one that I get is people like yourself, but people who are comics that I think are above me and I revere in their writing and their pursuit of comedy, and then they were not only going like, hey, you're doing good, but they'll be like, hey, I have this gig that I can't do here, and I think you're an actual replacement for me in this situation. And that's a big compliment, because it comes with money, and it comes with there's something tangible besides I think you're good. It's like, no, I think you can actually. It's a gig I've done 3 times, but they've heard everything I have to say now, and I think you'll kill it. You won't fuck up this gig. This gig will come back again, and in fact, I can probably go back to it because I'm not fucking up by booking you.
Yeah. It's a level of trust.
Yeah, and I get that infrequently, but occasionally you get it from somebody pretty big, and you're like, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing.
Well, you've gotten to work with some pretty big acts.
Yeah, I'm 3 years in, and everyone's big to me. They're all really, really big, and I'm scared.
What are you, about 27 now?
Months old, yes. Oh, I'm so scared.
Sorry if you feel intimidated by me right now.
I don't know who you are.
I'm Aaron Berg. Don't come for my cum rag material.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has this line about, he has a line where there's like shit underneath his thumbnail, and it makes me laugh so much. But it is, I've had to follow him doing that, and you're like, all right, so me and my girlfriend have. I'm like, what am I doing? But you gotta, you figure out how to get them to, how the audience will come to you. Sometimes you just gotta reset,
Now, what's the thing on your resume? Because when I started in the late days of the previous century, everybody was chasing the same thing, which was sitcom / Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And I don't know what people chase now. Like, is that what you were chasing when you first started, or were you chasing anything? You just wanted to do it. Like, what's the top of the pyramid?
Yeah, that's a really great question, Chuck. Dom, do you want to start?
I just think that we'll have different answers because we have different experiences. But when I started in Ottawa, and the ultimate thing was getting Just for Laughs. That was sort of like the end point. And I'm like, I don't know if you were getting that same grind, because we were so close to Montreal, and it was like all the Montreal comics cared about too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess Just for Laughs was kind of the thing. I got to audition for it in my second year of comedy, which was too early
Oh, that's tough.
for me. And it wasn't on a showcase. It was like a night where somebody slotted me in and they were coming to see me.
Ooh.
And it was like at the Rivoli, which I don't think I ever
It's
had
like-
a good
It's
show
like
at.
8
No.
strikes on one pitch.
Yeah. So I ate it. I don't think I got a single laugh on my whole thing, and I just stayed backstage until everyone left afterwards. And I was like, oh well, that's done. But one person stayed after the show, and he was waiting for me to come out, and he's like, I really enjoyed that. So
that was Aaron Burr.
Aaron is really punching above his weight class in
really
this
is.
podcast.
So there was something about like failing for something that you like strive to achieve, and missing, but finding another
Something
avenue
else came out
where
of it.
where somebody enjoys just what you do in general.
I think one of my favorite parts of this job is that no one will ever walk across the room to tell you that you're terrible. The people they'll sit there and shit talk you to the person sitting next to them, but they won't get out of their chair unless you've done something specifically hurtful to
And
them.
an entire room full of people.
Yeah, but you're
tell me I
gay
was
and
terrible.
people just inherently hate you because the
I
church
almost got
told them
Arthur
to.
Simeon into a fight with. I'm like, I'm sorry. I think this whole audience wants to fight me. And you're the only person who's here.
Yeah.
I think Chuck's right. It's rare, but I've definitely had people.
Really?
I've had people in an elevator on the way down. Some of the crowd got in the elevator to leave the theater we were doing, and they told every comedian in the elevator they loved them, and they did not like me.
Oh yeah,
And
But
then the doors open, and then they just walked out. It's like,
everybody's
what the fuck?
everybody's had that though. The audience walks by the 3 comedians, and 2 of them get eye contact and a handshake, and one of them just gets the eye
Yeah.
contact.
You were great. You were great. You were on the show.
You were also there.
Yeah.
I recognize you from somewhere.
Yeah, but I guess the thing that I was kind of going for in the beginning was kind of like your just a headline set. I just wanted to get to a 45 where I liked, and wanted to do that.
Yeah. No. I completely hear you. Because for me, when people ask me what your thing was back then, I used to tell them, I don't know. I just want to be a comedian.
Yeah,
That's really all I'm interested in. And I understood at that point, like I'm on mile 1 of like a 6,000 mile journey here. If I'm serious about being a comedian, and so the idea of like, I'm going to host a Tonight Show. It's like, yeah, but there's an impossible amount of work that I'm not Eddie Murphy. I'm not showing up at 16 and killing it. That's not who I was. I was 16. I was sitting in my basement watching VHS tapes of Bob Newhart.
Yeah.
I think studying up.
When I started comedy, that was over. That wave had crested. Tonight Show and Johnny Carson, all that.
Yeah, it was all done.
It was all done. But I was, a kid who'd watched it all, and I appreciated it. And Letterman was still on. But I didn't ever envision that being something that I was capable of. And then the further you do it, you're like, whoa, what am I? What keeps you going? And then one day I want to get this. And now I just want. I don't value the same things. I value an audience. I value fans of comedy. They don't have to just be diehard fans of me, but just fans of me. But I'd like people to be fans of me so that I can wield them like a fist and destroy others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to just point and be like, they're not funny, and then say some moral reason and destroy them. Get them canceled.
It's amazing how I'd love to win the Lotto Max and have a hit show on network television. But what I'd really be happy with most probably is being able to get 150 people to show up in any town I went to.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would actually probably give me much more satisfaction and joy.
yeah. And are the people paying you?
Yeah. I just get to do my show.
Okay,
Right?
But
It's a jury of
but if
150
100
It's an angry mob.
150 people just to show up. Yeah.
You can get people to show up for very little.
Everybody gets to give me one spanking, and then we move on to the next town.
Yeah. There's this really there's this really great quote by Gary
You've got it in the book.
Yeah, Gary Shandling, that
I'm familiar with Gary Shandling.
Gary
yeah.
Busey?
Do you know him?
Sure it's not Gary Busey?
I don't actually know Gary, but I'm familiar with Gary's work.
Yeah, it's kind of the way I like to view comedy now.
Oh yeah.
Can I read it?
Okay. As
No.
long as it's not,
Please don't.
about dying.
Okay, so this is what it says. It says, maybe your comedy is a natural gift to be given to others with joy, to help them through this impossible life, and you are sharing it with no desire of getting anything in return.
We are so selfless. We are generous human beings.
Okay, yeah, but let's also remember that sentence started with maybe.
Yeah, because there's an aspect where we love to get money for it as well, so we can live.
And that part is definitely.
But I love the idea that it's kind of, we all have entered into this, not necessarily in the pursuit of money originally.
No.
We did it for a different reason that sometimes is unquantifiable, but or maybe you just felt like you belong in this type of world. So there is a weird selfless act to this job as well.
True.
Because for years we probably did it for free.
For just pure passion of
Just
it.
because we loved it.
Because you had
Still
to do it.
Still do it for free.
Yeah.
Not as much as I once did it for free, but if somebody's got a microphone and I got a night off, yeah.
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 So I really like that idea of comedy in my.
It's
That's
I like the simplicity of comedy in that it's everybody knows what's supposed to happen,
Yeah.
and I like the honesty of it because you can't deny whether or not it's happening, and I think there's an added good to everything when a group of people get together to share a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever necessarily a bad thing for the world.
No. And sometimes we get a little personal with jokes, and that maybe somebody is going through something similar and they can relate to that.
Or we step in it and they're going through something that we have no idea about.
That's what I usually do.
It's true too.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Your cat died today.
That was a lesson I learned post-COVID, was death jokes. You could make them, but be aware that ordinarily in the audience, everyone's like 2 degrees of separation away from someone who recently died, or maybe 3. And COVID brought that down to 1. Like everybody knew someone who had either died or knew someone who had lost someone close to them. Like everybody was much closer to knowing someone who had died. So all of those jokes, everybody was 10 times more sensitive to them for no other reason than, it was just an open wound and you didn't want to be poking at it.
A little salt in there. I've been yelled at after shows and during shows. The bits where people think it's too personal. It's like, no, I didn't research your town and then you specifically so I could craft a joke that was just going to insult you and your grandpa. It's just a wonderful coincidence.
And to be clear, if I had known your grandfather was dead, I would have been way more hurtfully specific.
And also, fuck North Haverbrook.
It sounds like a very specific memory.
It's like a dumb Simpsons reference, I think.
No, that was Sudbury. God bless
And I
Sudbury.
agree with the, like Eric's, like there's a pursuit of it, but like I think a lot of the time since you're trying to find the line between you and the audience, like where you end and where they begin, and there's sort of an exchange going on there if you're doing it well. And I think there are some comics, they're rare, but some of them get successful, and they're very much good at pantomiming that, but they are not. They're almost not there. They have jokes that they're delivering like a machine almost, but they don't really connect with the audience, and it's strange because we all know a version of it where you're like, oh, you don't care about this, but you do this, and I don't get why, because it hurts to do comedy sometimes. And I don't think you understand pain or pleasure. You're just here. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm
What
not going to
is
say
that?
who, because then I'll
Aaron
ruin my
Berg.
career. Yeah, it's Aaron. Yeah, he doesn't know what's happening.
I think we've certainly busted the record on shout-outs. to one individual comment.
I like the way we're doing it, where we pick one person who we're probably not going to have on for like months and years, and we just shout
he
them
lives
out.
in the States, and and our policy one is 100% Canadian on the show.
He's Canadian.
It's Canadian.
But, he's not here anymore. But he
He's
was
not
just
here.
doing the Ottawa Yuck Yucks,
Well, that's true.
which I think is charity
I
at
mean,
this point.
I invested in patriotic curtains, so we're pretty committed. We're
Yeah.
pretty committed to
didn't know
the
It also feels a little bit Swiss.
a little bit Swiss. Also, in case the Red Cross wants to stop by.
Yeah.
I really just kind of framed the whole thing about what I thought Eric might wear today, and since it's his
You
birthday,
wrote this down?
I wanted to match.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I kind of look like your curtains.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It's so I can think about you all the time at home.
Me
It's
too. A little bit, me too.
it's quite kismet.
You sounded like you were really gearing up for something special there. Not so much. All right.
Yep, all right.
And we'll be back.
Oh, after a word from our sponsor.
Yeah, we forgot we were going to throw in some random we'll be backs.
Gotcha.
And we're back.
Oh,
See?
What a great.
Oh yeah, hang
Ad
on.
break that
I am
was.
going to stop this here though, because this I want to double check that camera is still rolling, because this computer disk is full.
how we doing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think this is going horribly.
It's always hard to tell.
Oh, we're good.
Perfect. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, nice to see.
Oh shit! Did your printer run out of black ink?
No, the printer didn't run out of ink. That's what you look like, Ben.
That is not printed.
And,
That
and,
is.
and
For
to
my
be honest,
photo-
well, I see, because
Doesn't need
this way, I can. I'm looking into being able to click here, and you can go to this person's
Oh, okay.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
So if the pictures are in the frame,
Yeah.
I printed out the headshots, put them up on the wall, and Dom's headshot. The more I look at it, the more I like him.
Yeah.
Right? You seem very friendly.
Yeah,
it
that's-
seems like you might have been recently arrested for a DUI, but you're kind of cool
I
with
talked my way out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of cool with it. Like, bro,
It was just wine coolers,
right?
bro.
It's just good.
Doesn't count.
You've got your coat on, so that tells me you're not going to overstay your welcome,
Yeah, I was leaving.
right? Yeah, exactly. There's all sorts of positive there.
Pretty cool.
And then I printed yours out, Eric, and the more I look at it, the more fear I have for humanity in general.
Wait, what? What is that?
I don't know
Feels
what
like,
it is.
like an AI headshot.
It's like one of those pictures where, if you keep staring at it, all of a sudden a 3D dolphin jumps out at you or something.
What the heck?
It does have a little bit of, I know what you did.
Yeah.
He's looking.
I know where
Who
the
knows
body
what
is.
I did?
He's looking too much into the camera, right?
Your face says, I know what you did.
Yeah,
I knew I shouldn't have shaved for the photo. It's
or gone out in the sun ever.
Oops. Are we still?
No.
On
We're,
there?
we're good on that camera, and so therefore we're good. We won't worry about this camera.
Good.
oh, okay.
Too many angles.
It's why we have
It's
two.
confusing.
But this is what happens. See, I was recording on maximum on the computer,
ran out.
and it chews memory like a
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
so I've
sure.
got to hook up my external hard drive to make sure all of that works. And I'm gonna have to buy a dongle. I mean, we're going
Changing
by
floppy disks every 2 seconds.
See, the nature of the podcast is we're on episode 3, which in production terms, this would be we're on the 4th phone call of, okay, let's do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We decided we'll just start recording the podcast as we figure these things out. We'll slowly dress the set. We'll slowly improve the equipment. We'll slowly, probably gear up the guests a little bit over time.
Yeah, we just got some starter guests.
Yes.
like less
Less and
important
less
guests.
Canadian.
Yeah, Just
No,
less
that's
important.
and that's the tricky part, because if we're going to stay 100% Canadian, and we're doing 2 comedians a week,
Yeah.
I
think
figure-
we're gonna
figure
have to go
like-
down the food
in
chain very quickly. We might have to
Yeah,
get
it's-
improvisers in here.
Oh, I don't know that.
we're going to have it'll be a room full of Humber kids in here.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
And they have hope. And that'd be nice.
Oh.
That'd be interesting.
And we'll never let them leave.
That's maybe that we should do, Ted. We should bring
Humber
in some
kids?
people. Well, we should bring in some people that
Don't know what they're talking about.
just started.
Now, can I
Like
ask
me,
you?
a 3-year comic?
3-year
That's-
comic.
You're pretty seasoned after 3 years.
Are you guys?
Are you
gonna
still
just,
counting your sets?
Are you one of those people that was born on February 29th?
Yeah.
Started doing comedy on
I'm a
February
leap year
29th.
baby.
Yeah, you started doing comedy on
I light
February
up a
29th.
cigar.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
No, I stopped counting my sets. Actually, I never counted them.
I never counted my sets. I didn't realize you were supposed to count your sets.
I never took note of the day that I started, and a lot of people did that.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah.
I do know where my first set was. I couldn't tell. It was a Thursday. I couldn't tell you what year. I could figure it out, but it wasn't an important milestone.
What was the room?
The room was Club 54 in Burlington.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was not an open mic night.
Good pizza, I hear.
And
Yeah, so your first time ever doing stand-up was on a professional show?
I mean, it was still Club 54 in Burlington, but
No,
they
no,
did
but that's
offer me
still-
a weekend spot. And I'm like, no, it's going to
Wow.
take me 6 months to recover from telling Jesus' gay jokes to this front row full of mullets.
I think that's
Yeah.
still going, by the way.
It might be.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still there.
He was very generous to me. He was very kind and generous.
As long as
Thank
there's
you.
Italians in Burlington, there'll be a comedy at Club 54.
I think they like to be called Italians.
Well, I don't care what they like to be called.
Dumb Irishman.
That's what I like to be called.
Irish with tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Is there anything else we wanted to get into? Oh, okay. You were chasing.
I had one thing I want, because I read the thing,
Okay, yes.
Oh.
and I wanted I should have brought this up earlier about, like, what you're aiming for, what makes you happy, what kept you going. When I was touring around the States a lot, another country than Canada, but I would do, what they do is they put you on these big long runs, and sometimes they're like 2.5 weeks long kind of thing. And anyway, you drive to like Florida, then you go through whatever, like Georgia, and you'll slowly loop back to Canada is the idea.
Okay.
And on the way back, I had one more gig as 2 shows at this one thing, and I'd done it before. And on the way there, I stopped, I got gas, and I checked my email, and the person who booked it was like, oh, just FYI, they aren't getting you a hotel room, but here's this website that you can use to get a room for super cheap. And I looked at it, and it was like a billeting website for like
Craigslist.
theater people. It was like basically couch surfing.
Yeah.
And it was about 2 hours to the I would pull up, and I would have checked into the hotel and then gone to the gig. And honestly, this is probably one of my proudest moments in comedy. I just said, I'm good, I'm not going to do the show, and I'm just going to keep going home. And they came back with like, okay, no, like they'll do half of the hotel or something. And I was like, I'm fine, I'm just gonna go home. And I drove, and it wasn't like I did this on purpose. They were like, you could see them from the highway kind of thing. And I was driving on the freeway, and I could see, because I'd done it before, I could see their sign. And their sign still had my name on it, and it was like, it was an hour to showtime, and I just kept going.
Bye.
And
Did
I
you take
just
a picture?
Fucking drove home. No, I just was like, this is a thing that I never really put it out to the world, because sometimes this shit blows back in your face, or it makes you look like like some sort of a dickhead. But I just kind of hit my point with this particular booker, and because I was like, no, fuck you, I'm not.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, the thing is, you have a modicum of self-respect, and you're like, I'm not sleeping on a couch. I'm not negotiating now in bad faith after, like, you've got me on the end of a hook, and I'm like, I don't want it. I'm done. I'm good with that, and I just headed back home, and that was it.
That's nice. It's I've said no to a couple of gigs, usually because the money to drive time ratio isn't quite good enough, or sometimes it's just, you know what, I've been really busy, and I am going to be busy. Like, my calendar's already pretty full up, and you're offering me a gig, and I just think, you know what? If I say no, you've got 15 other people to call who are going to be thrilled that you're calling them and not thinking, do I want to do another gig? Now, that isn't every day, but over time in show business, there are times where, you just, things are going your way, and you're busy, and you pick up a gig, and there are times when, oh man, I could really use that phone call right now.
Yeah, goes both ways.
I'll sleep on a couch. Although I did agree to a gig last summer before, and I was like, "Where are we staying?" They're like, "Oh, I got us billets." I'm like, "Really?" So we did a gig and then drove through the woods
Oh, those were
for like
those,
an hour, and then we're
Yeah,
like,
those always
"Hi."
make me nervous. Where
Hello?
owner of
We did-
venue has cabin. The
Yeah.
comics can stay in.
Yeah.
They gave us some farm fresh eggs. It was a wonderful, awkward experience that
Yeah.
I never want to do. Like, I think I'm too old for this.
Yeah, 'cause it
Although
feels
I did
very much
enjoy.
like you slept over at your buddy's house, and then his
Yeah.
parents wake up earlier than you, and they're like in the kitchen. You're like, oh my
What do I do?
Yeah.
I did enjoy having Eric make a nest in a hotel room in Atlanta.
I did.
Wasn't that you? That the Laughing Skull
Yes,
festival?
I was there.
Julia Ladkowitz and
Yes.
I got a hotel room that Julia's like, oh, you're doing this festival.
Yes.
Can I share the room with you? You're like, yeah. And then you were like, can I share it as well? And then you just
Yes.
made this nest
I
out of like
slept on the
pillows
floor.
and stuff on the floor.
And it was really uncomfortable. I think I only slept for 45 minutes,
Yeah.
which is weird.
We kept poking
in
you with
itself.
sticks.
This is a thing they don't tell you about touring and comedy and stuff. Is sometimes you do share a hotel room, right? And the thing I've always run into is, do you say goodnight to each other?
I mean,
That's
I
the
tucked
most
you in.
uncomfortable part for you.
I just don't. I remember I was laying.
What's the negative here? You're like, good night. You're like, well, you've ruined mine now.
Like, why aren't they wishing me good night? Why is no one tucking me in?
There was one time
I
I
like
was
stories.
in a really small room, and it was just two double beds, and we turned the lights off, and then we were both awake, but we were sitting there in the dark. There was no TV in this room, so I just said, "Do we say goodnight?"
Okay, now you've
just
made
hold
it horribly
hands.
uncomfortable, right?
And-
Because if you said that to me right as I was about to fall asleep, there goes the next 3 hours. Like, I am not going to be asleep for 3 hours.
But what would feel comfortable for you if we spoke about it before we entered the room?
If it just never
Just
came
not at
up.
all.
If
Just
you-
not
if-
at all. I'd
if-
rather
if
you
the-
reach over and
if
hold
the-
hands with
if
me.
the person I kind of know,
Yeah.
who I might have gotten to know in the 5-hour car ride to the
Yeah.
place where I now have to share a hotel room
Yeah.
with them, if that person had already demonstrated that they weren't going to need me for any emotional anything, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what protocol was.
I just hang up a sheet and be like, that's your side,
Just
this
go
is
to
my
sleep.
side. Leave
Just
me
Just
alone.
go to
Just fucking go to sleep,
Yeah.
man.
That's it?
Just go to sleep. I mean, if you're a weirdo, you can try to masturbate quietly, that kind of thing. See if the person brings it up.
Well,
Why be quiet?
I think
Do it while saying good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Do we say good night or do we just start jerking off? The lights are out.
anyways, we tried it. We said goodnight to each other.
Yeah, how'd
And-
it work?
It was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I would feel because you also exist in the uncomfortable on stage in a place that I think a lot of comics wouldn't be comfortable in.
In real life?
Well, I mean, when I see you do it on stage, you're magnifying, I think, a personality trait.
Yes.
Like it comes naturally to you. Like I couldn't be on stage as, for lack of a better word, awkward in the moment. In that you'll let those moments hang in the quiet on purpose. A little bit. Like I've seen what you, because in a small
See
room,
what you do.
in a small room, you're not fighting the fact that there's going to be a lot
This
of,
fucking guy.
Look at him. Look at his eyes.
you're not fighting the fact that there's going to be a lot of quiet in a small crowd.
Right.
And in a big crowd, you're creating some of it for effect,
Yes.
which I find fascinating. But you also let the audience in on it. Like they understand what's happening to them a little bit.
I think so.
I think so. Because there's also comics out there, like I know you know Mark Forward very well.
Yeah.
And Mark Forward wouldn't let the audience in on the joke if like it meant saving their life. like he will not, like that it's an iron wall of no, either you get it or you don't. I'm not going to give you a hint
Yeah.
ever. And like I couldn't do that because I need the acceptance too
Yeah.
much.
Oh.
I need a certain number of laps per minute, or I start to be like, oh, am I interrupting
It's the
something?
only reason I'm there.
Well, I will say my lifetime record for stand-up comedy is 50-50, if it's going to go well or not.
Which, if you played baseball, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, those are good numbers.
Right? You should get a glove.
I mean, I do love an audience that forgets that they're at a comedy show and they get mad. It's like, I understand if you don't get the comedian that's on stage, but they're also still a comic. You're at a comedy show, so
Yeah,
Don't
Terry
get mad.
Clement had a really good thing about someone who was mad at him about a show, and he said, "I was confused."
yeah, people
So
get
that's
mad
why I was
Yeah.
mad, and that makes sense to me to a certain
Terry-
degree.
because they feel dumb, and no one likes to feel dumb.
Terry's too creative for a lot of people. People sometimes they get angry if things just don't make sense.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
Terry's a guy that loves it when things don't make sense.
yeah, and there's a certain
It drives some people fucking nuts.
You take it very personally.
What I adored, this is a while ago, but Mark DeBonis, he would do sets, and he would get that response sometimes: confused people, angry people. And for a while, he would walk around with pamphlets that would just say, like, they literally would say, "So you've just seen Mark DeBonis," and it would explain the general idea of what comedy was, and that he didn't always have to get it. Like, and he would hand them out, oftentimes at the door. It was really pretty ballsy. I
First
enjoyed
couple
it.
of times
That's
I saw
great, though.
DeBonis, I'm like, is he in on the joke? Like, I question it myself. I'm like, maybe he doesn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he just
Yeah.
talks and then
With the
sees
bonus,
what happens.
it's a bit of a shell game going on. Like you don't. Oh wait, he's picking my pocket. He's working with somebody else.
Yeah.
You don't even know what the real game is.
Yeah, we used to live together. We went to school at the same time, and we would live together. And we had this really nice living room.
Were you a Humber?
I was a Humber kid. Yeah, I had a pretty good year. It was like DeBonis, Chris Robinson, Rob Bebenick.
It's like
Yeah.
all working comics. Now.
Yeah,
I didn't realize we had an intellectual comedian in the room with some credentials.
but
I'm gonna need some air quotes around intellectual.
we.
Well, he pretended to read a quote out of a book. We don't even know if anything was written down.
that's a good point.
That's what happens
It's
when
an
you go to
Archie
Humber's.
comic he's reading out of.
We set up our living room to have our own desks, 2 desks, and my desk was closer to the front door. So he started to treat me like the receptionist for anyone that was coming over, and it drove me mad. But then he got intercom systems that we started to use.
Did you have to get coffee? Did he
Yeah.
call you Toots?
Yeah, we got coffee. We also had a Zimbabwe guy sleeping on our couch for a good amount of
I
time.
never slept on your couch.
No. He was the guy on our couch was there for so long. He put his family portrait up on the wall.
Bold. Was it as good as this?
It's a
It was pretty
committed
good.
house guest.
The best thing was his dad looked exactly like Bernie Mac. So,
Why was he there?
well,
he
he needed
a-
somewhere to stay.
Was he a Humber guy too, or
No, he was York University.
Boo.
Yeah. Zumbe.
No, no.
He was a nice guy.
I used to love when Mark would, because he did shows, I think, at York. I think he
Yeah.
went and did he when we'd all go out and do a show there, and it would be hit and miss and weird, and it was he would bend and break the rules a lot. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, university shows I find are always a little bit hit and miss.
Yeah, and now they're sort of dead, and there was a whole bunch of reasons as to why. But the last time I did one, I was like, oh. No one here has seen stand-up before because it was such a high degree of immigrant student visas. So they'd given them a boilerplate on the way, and they explain what stand-up is. Like literally, like they might talk to you, but it's not a conversation just between you. And like it was interesting, but I'm like, it's not what they're expecting. Like karaoke is so much more international. You forget how American. North American stand-up is as an art.
Oh yeah.
Can I
And
ask
also,
a
it's not it's a first language art form. It's like you've got to be pretty fluent in your second language.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
not picky
What
about the
is
answer.
stand up?
Fuck, I'm.
Open your book. There's a quote in there. There's a quote.
Well, I would say it's a one person show that is specifically comedic.
Okay.
That would be the simplest, right? Like if you could have, I guess, 2 people doing stand up together, but it's one act, Usually 2 people,
Can I have
engaging in it.
3 people?
No.
No, once you
Absolutely
get
not.
into,
That's dithering into
you
sketch.
can. But yeah, exactly. One of them is probably going to be playing an instrument at that point if you've got 3 people going.
What if I have 10?
No,
As
you're
soon
not
as you
gonna
have
stand
somebody standing at the back of the wall or stage waiting for their moment to jump in, it's improv or sketch.
But 10 people, but I'm the only one that talks.
Okay, now we're getting more into stand-up.
Yeah. Also, a bit of.
Are they on
Now-
stage
now
with
you-
Yeah, they're behind me.
You're
kind of-
hold
At
on.
this
If
point,
you
you might
turn
just
around,
be an evangelist.
if
Or,
you
yeah,
turn
cult
o-
leader. I'm getting
you turn
cult.
around that stand-up. If you're facing the empty room, it's some sort of a boy band.
Yeah. What if we tag in and out?
That's
Each of us have some-
K-pop. That's
Yeah, that
just
is
K-pop.
100% K-pop.
And that's a gimmick-based show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are 150 people going to come at any city I go to?
No.
Well, no,
But you're going to
now-
have at least 10 because you bring them with you.
But now you need 1,500 because you're cutting a paycheck 10 ways, right? Because you got all those yopes sitting on stage with you.
No, they're Humber kids.
Yeah, they don't need,
So you
they
don't have
don't
to pay
need
them.
money.
So you don't have to pay them.
It's a credit.
It's all right. They all have their mom's car.
It was fun. It was always fun when the new crop of Humber kids would come in and show up at Spirits and be like, "We're amazing." And I'm like, no.
I always thought, the Humber
you're not.
School of Comedy, which is what we're talking about. I've thought the one great thing it does for people is it gets people who live in markets where there is no stand-up really. It gets them to Toronto.
Yes. And it felt like a bit of an acceleration because you're starting with, a group of 60 people all at the same level, and there's a group of 60 people slightly above you 1 year in advance, and then in your second year there's 60 people below. So you kind of have this core group of people that you grow up with, which you could find naturally.
Well, you would. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody meet their peer group on amateur night. That used to be the way it used to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And you meet your peer group at open mics, and
Yep.
like that's where you're meeting them. Now you're meeting them at Humber. But what Humber does is it also puts people into the community way faster than they would show up naturally.
That's kind of what I mean with acceleration. It's like every day you are working on comedy, which you typically maybe wouldn't be doing if you were just doing your amateur night on Tuesday, and then you're like, I'm going to work tomorrow, and then Thursday I'll just go watch a show.
No, I'd say you're right in that most people do that.
Yeah.
But I find the people that become working comedians, the lifers, the people that this is what I want to do with my time, those people are already once they start doing it, all of their waking moments revolve around it.
I still don't know what I want to do with my time.
Their friend group generally changes. You start hanging out with comics because your civilian friends have nothing to add to your situation for you anymore.
No value.
You need to go. You need to I'm not saying you get rid of your civilian
Well,
friends.
but you've used them as audience like twice, and they're like, I'm done.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless you need them to stand behind
they're
you
not
on
interested in
stage.
coming to your shows. Also, because when you're at those shows, you're no longer hanging out with them watching the show. You're hanging out with the comics, trying to get things going.
Yeah, that's true. I started writing when I was 17. Before school, I would go like an hour early before school and write jokes. And then me and my friend, I didn't live in Toronto, so we would drive every Tuesday to an amateur night at Yucks.
And this is before you went to Humber.
Yeah. So it was like I didn't know where to go other than that Tuesday amateur night.
Wow.
And I was in high school, so it was slightly different. But yeah, we would go every Tuesday, and then on the 10th Tuesday, me and my friend were like, let's sign up.
Let's try
And we did,
this.
and we both got on and went up.
Now, is this friend ever pursue comedy at all?
I think he did 3
Aaron Berg.
shows. Yeah. I think he did 3 shows lifetime, and then got into taxes.
That's fair. I had that deal with a buddy of mine. I did it because of like an improv group that I was in that never did anything. Or maybe we were a sketch troupe, but we never did anything. But we were like, okay, let's do it like 5 times. We'll try to stand up 5 times, and if we suck, then we won't do it anymore. Which I now, in retrospect, realize it's kind of a low number to figure out if it's your thing. But of course, show number 2, I was just amazing. So
Yeah.
We're like,
There was
"This is
something
fun."
so addictive about it.
Yeah, I couldn't stop doing it.
Remember, after we did it, we drove back to his house in Brampton and we watched BET Comic View and ate chicken nuggets, and we were like loving life.
You are fucking street.
That sounds vaguely racist, but that's just me.
It's not racist enough.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of sauce did you have for them nuggets?
Sweet and sour.
We watched black comedy, we ate some chicken, and we had a good time.
I think honestly what happens though is sometimes you start in improv and then you get into sketch and you're like, oh, this is what it was, sketch I like, and then sometimes you end up in stand up and you're not like, it's okay, but then you end up in improv and you're like, no, improv is what I like. And some comedic people are just, they grab when it clicks, you're like, that's the one I really love. And stand up is like, I love it. I don't know, I couldn't explain to you why, but I did improv and I did sketch. I just think there's something a little bit more, it hits my soul in a different way than the other ones.
Well, you're also taking on all the responsibility.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about stand-up. Is like, oh, it's just me. Oh, I don't have to worry about anyone else. Okay.
Yeah.
I will pass or
I
fail on
think
my own.
people
good
really
and
working
bad.
with partners too, because I think maybe it's less like it's more unpredictable, but also I think sometimes you share the failure. You know, like it bombs. You're like, well, it wasn't just me that ate shit. It was all four of us, and it's the yakety sax is a group who failed.
I've always liked the analogy that if treat a show in the same way that you would a hockey game, in that it's
Don't
a
watch
win,
it?
a loss, or a tie. The
Okay.
ties you can't really do much about. Right, usually it's either a good crowd and you're not on your game, or,
there's no
or you're
ties
on your
anymore.
game and it's. But for the sake of the argument, win, loss, tie.
Okay,
Even
so
if you call it a win or a loss.
You want me to imagine a world where hockey games have
Yeah.
ties?
Soccer.
Okay,
Why
think
was
about
I
it like
this?
football.
There should be a soccer reference.
just think back to when you were 5.
Okay, it's like going to a cricket test match.
But as a result, when things go really well for you, don't take that too seriously. It's just a win. And when things go terrible for you, don't take that too seriously. It's just a loss. And that, because someone told me that early on, because the shows that go great are just encouragement. Keep going. You're doing the right thing. But the shows that didn't go well would crush me.
Yeah,
Like, just crush me. And to the point where, like, I'd be despondent if things didn't go my way on stage.
Yeah.
And I had this comedian, he was from the States, and we were on the road, and he was like, man, you got to let that go. Like, tomorrow night's a whole new game. Like, you lost that one, win the next one. Let's figure out where you are after 10 shows, and then we'll see where how things are going.
it is about the law of percentages. But sometimes you're on like your 10th gig, and you're like, I can't do this.
I am
anymore.
not good at this. I am not good at this thing that I love.
I found sometimes that happens the first few shows of a tour in a region I haven't played in a long time, because they have it's like a regional time. Like if I go to Alberta, they appreciate all the same jokes. The timing's a bit different. How you get into it, your energy about it, if it has to be a little bit different in order to get the response that you're looking for. You just got all these little sale adjustments.
When I was coming up in Ottawa, you could watch Howie, the manager there, would let you come in and watch the weekend shows, and you just stuck around in the back. And I would routinely watch like new hot Toronto comedians come up and get their first headline in Ottawa and just eat it, like just eat it. And they were
We
good
had the
comics.
same thing in Vancouver.
Yeah, but they were good comics. It was just like, I don't know what it was, the timing, the material. Like
It's
some
just
of them did that. It's
a
such
different
a
town.
stereotype. You're like making a TTC subway joke in a city
Yeah.
that doesn't have a subway.
Yeah, do you guys have TV here?
Yeah.
That's always
Seen
my only piece of
Seinfeld?
advice to Americans. We have it all. Anything you can get in Buffalo.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
just add a
true.
U to it.
Anything you can get in Buffalo. Don't ask the question. It makes you look stupid and everybody gets angry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
pretty much. Yeah.
People just Canadians get angry about it because it's just like we're resigned to the fact that you don't know much,
Yeah.
but we're frustrated that you don't know anything.
I do. I go the reverse, and I'll ask them like, did you know that we have plastic money? And then I'll show it to them. And I'm like, look at that, it's see through. And I've lied to them before. I told them Drake was the mayor of Toronto many times.
Oh, you can, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was John Candy's son once for the purposes of getting into a nightclub.
That's perfect.
John Candy's body
It worked-
double
It
once.
worked very well.
Yeah. Just John Candy.
Yeah. Well,
I'm John Candy.
He had died at that point, so that would have been a harder sell.
And I'm back.
I will sign autographs after the show.
No.
Good.
What?
I think we've pretty much gotten into everything. We got a lot of good stuff.
Eric had some
What?
juice in him.
What else you got?
I was gonna ask-
What do you got?
Hey, just are there any more quotes that you prepared for the program? You had that Shandling quote all
I
geared
mean, you
up.
found it so easily, which is why I'm skeptical that there's anything.
But you
in
asked
there.
me to bring sauce. And I don't know why. I thought there was a moment that you wanted.
Oh my God.
Well, after we do finish with this segment, I've prepared some ribs.
Oh.
And we eat ribs after the show.
This
it's
is
an
so-
incentive
After the
to get people to come over.
I thought it was part of the show.
No. But of when someone asks you, just future reference, when someone asks you to bring sauce,
Yeah.
Cat
right?
is very sick, by the way.
Now, hang on. Before I start passing judgment, is this a homemade sauce?
No.
Okay, so go ahead and bring the bottle with you next time. Because
How much do we
because
need?
just sauce in a Ziploc bag. Don't know if it's sauce, man.
I just like that. I
don't
just like
know
that
if
it's
sauce.
probably pudding. You're like, I don't know. I'm
I don't
busy.
know what it is. I mean, I've taken shits that look like that.
No.
Yes,
My dog currently
Yeah,
is
I eat
taking
a lot of
that type of shit.
Do you
Yeah.
understand how many bags like that people used to bring me when I was a vet? Be like, Nyam.
Oh yeah. This is
It's
coming
like,
out
is
of
this
my elbow.
diarrhea or is this vomit? They're like, we don't know.
No,
we didn't
that's-
see it. We just found it on the floor.
That's a rib sauce.
Can you tell us what? And then
Okay,
I would
no,
tell them it was
that-
rib sauce
I'm
and it was
just,
fine.
I'm just saying, like, I appreciate the comedic effect of laying down a Ziploc bag full of, not even full of sauce, a Ziploc bag
scant amount.
containing sauce.
I didn't know how much to bring.
I'm really happy that you brought it out towards the end because if this had been your opening move, I would have canceled.
I
I
would
would have canceled
I'm
this
gonna
recording.
edit the entire show around the moment the sauce hit the
I mean,
table.
like, so-
Right.
sauce.
I think what you should do is ask him if we have any credits and then cut to him pulling out the sauce.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It sounds like the perfect clip to
Yeah, that
advertise.
could be a good clip. That could be a good.
It's gonna go
clip.
viral.
True. All right. I'll see if I can instruct the AI. Search for sauce.
Can I say a quote and then we can wrap up?
Okay, yeah, but we got to pull this off the table for the purposes of the shot.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm going to have continuity issues.
Oh, we are doing continuity.
Well, I am. You will not be responsible
No,
for the edit on the
you're
program.
just eating ribs.
And now I bring it out.
If we get, we're going to need a shot of everyone bringing their own baggie of sauce. Yeah.
Oh, we found our newest recurring bit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, eventually the podcast is just going to be
I don't
recurring
know.
bits.
I don't know if we've
no interview.
I don't think we've found anything this week that we're.
Then we have to
supposed
look up.
Why don't
Yeah,
you mention a comedian until they're on the episode. Like Aaron Burke's got to come now.
better. I'm going to be very upset if he doesn't.
Exactly. Well, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to tag him.
Well, I think if you tell him there's sauce.
Yeah, but I don't want to be honest, I've seen his act, and I don't want to know what kind of sauce he's going to show up.
Oh,
with.
I do.
It's going to be something horrifying.
I very
will-
much do.
I will insist on the bottle.
Yeah.
I will definitely insist on the
It'll
bottle.
be high end horrifying.
You got to live a little.
I'm living a lot.
Live a little.
I don't have to live like that way.
You
I
buy
can't
cigarettes with
think-
no warnings on them to let you know that they're bad for you. So I think that
If
a
you don't
bag
know
of
that
nameless
cigarettes are
sauce.
bad for you, why are you even smoking?
You buy
Right?
those cigarettes? Just
I
in
buy
the-
those
in the
cigarettes.
bag?
No, not the ones in a bag. Mine
'Cause
are.
if you accept sauce in a bag but not cigarettes in a bag, that's just weird.
that's a weird line.
Who said that I accepted the sauce in a bag?
Very
I didn't accept the
inconsistent.
sauce in the bag. I didn't recoil from the sauce in the bag, but that's just because
You also didn't dip a pinky in and see how it tastes. So
Well, I
may
wanted
be
to. I
judging
wanted
this.
to know the status of whether or not it was homemade or. And to be honest, I'm still kind of recovering from the fact that it was just in a Ziploc, right?
I mean, your weed comes that way. Come on.
Mine don't.
Not anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the whole industry. You should have brought a tube.
I got some pre-rolled sauce.
Ziploc.
I can see it.
Oh yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes in a bag. It's a
It
clear
comes in a
bag.
bag, but that's not sauce. That's weed.
I mean,
A resealable bag, like even the weed you buy in the weed store has a
I know,
resealable
but is that
bag.
homemade? You don't know.
You don't know.
My cigarettes and my weed I buy from our First Nations people. I find it's a way of supporting the little bit they got left.
Also, it's natural medicine. I feel that they would know more about it.
No, that's a lie. See, that's a lie. That's a lie. They're not in tune with the community. They're not in tune with the earth. Between the government and the church, they scrub most of that completely out of the culture.
Yeah. I just get mine like rarely, but I'll just get it any dispensary. They'll have seemingly the same stuff.
They do.
Yeah, it depends. Like if you're an irregular marijuana smoker, it's not worth it to drive out.
No.
To Mohawk territory.
Did you go to Bala, Ontario? Is that where
you
went?
I go out by Belleville, Shannonville, out to Mohawk territory, and if you head out there, then the price of weed is reduced by like 80%.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to a road gig in Bala, and there were 7 different smoke shops. Like
there's a few stretches along different highways in the province where it's just like, why are there 12 weed stores out here in the woods? And that's why.
Yeah,
because they all used to be cupcake stores, and then that boom faded.
All right, so the quote that I was going to say is never take a no from someone who cannot give you a yes. And I learned that doing sales, but that often applies in comedy and in the business that is show. A lot of times you spend your time spinning your wheels with people who could not give you what you wanted and asking them for anyway, but they will confidently say no, having no power to themselves. So I think that's an important thing to learn.
That is nice.
What's an example?
You ever try to like beg your way? Like here's this one. I remember I showcased at a club because I wanted to get into they're called Funny Bones.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're going to give you a showcase, and I went and I showcased, and then that lady was like, yeah, you were fantastic. Here's the email of the guy who makes the choices.
Okay.
And I was like, I had not confirmed that she could say yes. She gave me the showcase, but she could not give me the pass through. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a lot of missed opportunity in not realizing who you're talking to, and you can showcase for a Yuck's manager at a club and not get into Yuck's roster.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of misapplied energy in that.
I see. So if I were to say, Ted, do you want this sauce?
Yes.
He could say no, but really I should be asking Chuck.
Yeah, I think it's closer to be like he could say no to you, but could he say yes?
I think am I a gatekeeper?
Yes.
Am I gatekeeping your sauce?
But I think if you're trying to get him to take the sauce, you shouldn't be asking Ted. Ted's like, no, Chuck doesn't want the sauce. you got to ask Chuck.
And to be honest, if you know anything about Chuck, you don't even really need to ask Chuck. Just give him the sauce.
Okay.
Safe bet.
Yeah.
It's a safe bet that I like sauce.
Well.
See, nobody holds the awkward quite like you, Eric. Nobody can do it. That just sustained dead air. You're a genius.
All I'm saying is, I guess this is good night.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we can probably
leave your sauce and then quietly leave.
I think we owe both our guests a big thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
You haven't said it yet.
Good night.
You said, I think we owe them a big thank you, but you didn't.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. Eric, from the bottom of my heart and all I am as a man, as a human being, and as a comedian, I thank you very much for coming by to do Preparing to Podcast with Ted and I. And on top of just the thanks, I would also like to add some just general gratitude.
Yeah.
Just a general sprinkling of gratitude.
Yeah.
And maybe we could light some candles because it is your birthday. And I'd like to thank Jesus and the Buddha for putting you here on the earth this time as Eric.
Is that what you call your parents? Jesus and the Buddha?
Jesus and the Buddha. I don't know,
your
but
mom's the Buddha?
I would watch that Cop Buddy movie.
Yeah, that would be very good. Thank you. That's really nice. Yeah, it's my birthday.
How about you're welcome? How about a little you're welcome? Huh? I did all the thank yous. I get not one fucking you're welcome.
Why will this plane not land itself? This plane could land. The tower has flagged you in. The runway is yours. Pilot to co-pilot, land this fucking thing.
I guess I owe you you're welcome.
There you go. Thank you for that.
Taxiing to the gate.
Dom, as always.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. See how easy that was, Eric?
Yeah, it's much more simple.
Oh, sorry. I was.
Sorry, I was thinking about sauce.
Dozing off.
He's fondling his sauce bag.
Moved on.
See, that's the thing is I don't know why the sauce bag is warm, and I don't want to find out.
It's preheating.
I feel good. Like, that would be nice to walk around town with just a bag of sauce you can throw at someone.
That would be good. That's one of the great things about being a man. All
Good
right.
night.
Thanks, fellas.
Oh, I get it.
We'll be back.
get it.
We'll be back right after this.
That was a semen joke.
Yes.
That was our chat with the hilarious Dom Pare and Eric Andrews.
It's fun.
That was really fun. I'm very disappointed that he didn't remember nesting on the floor of my hotel room
It's
in Atlanta.
some things you just block out.
I thought that was going to be like an important watershed moment in his life, but apparently it's only registered on my.
Apparently he's nested in other people's hotel rooms often enough that it isn't a distinct memory.
I feel cheated, and I feel a little hurt. And quite frankly, we're never having Eric back on. As
Anyway, happy birthday.
happy birthday, Eric. Anyway, on to our viewer mail. I understand that we got
Yes.
a viewer, and they had some feedback.
Yes, and I want to get this in front of me because I wrote it down.
Okay.
Because it was an actual quote.
Well, if it was good feedback, they would have written it down as well.
Exactly, but hang on, I put it somewhere. I could have sworn I put it somewhere. No, I didn't write it down.
No?
No, I don't think I did. I can't find it anyway. It might be here
Was
somewhere.
it this?
Is it that? Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, there's the quote. I didn't put the problem is I didn't put the quote in its own special area by itself, and therefore I can't find it. That's the problem with doing that for a lot of these things. So I'm a big fan of the point form note.
Yep.
But I didn't give it its own point form note. So I was completely blind to it. And I didn't capitalize the first word of the quote. So I just failed grade 9 English on top of the whole thing. It's all really upsetting. So we have our first audience feedback, and I'd like to protect viewer comments, right? So I'm not going to just give the person's name. But this is Chrissy P. Chrissy P. Message was, how can you make the camera quality of your podcast better? Now, I greatly appreciate this comment because you didn't say, hey, your clips look like shit. You said, right. How can you make it better? It's a positive theory. Is how can we do something better in the future? Because apparently the present, crap.
I mean, pretty bold of you to blame the camera and not your eyes, Chrissy P.
No, I think
get your eyes checked.
Part of the problem is that I have a very cheap internet service provider program, right? I have the minimum, and so my upload speeds are very slow. And I lowered the resolution to speed up the process of the upload because I wanted to get the product out there to the people as fast as I could. And you're right. I think the quality of the resolution did suffer dramatically. So we're shooting in 4K this week, and we're going to upload in 4K. So I imagine this episode should be available sometime in 2029.
Yeah, so
something to look forward to.
We make the camera quality better through patience.
Patience, yeah.
That is the secret ingredient.
Patience.
Just be patient.
Just be patient. Just wait for it. Wait for it to upload.
Just wait for it to go.
Just wait for it to upload. And I also appreciate that this individual, who we will call Chrissy P, is probably watching it on a big screen at home, right?
Yeah,
that would be my assumption.
I would also like to remind Chrissy P that traditionally podcasts are just an audio format, and the video is just a wonderful added bonus that you don't appreciate.
Yeah, well, I think this was about the promotional clips that I had been posting online, which took a low-res image and then zoomed in on the low-res image, which created a clip that looked very much like archival footage.
It makes us feel like we've been around for a lot longer than we have.
Did they shoot this podcast during the Depression? Right?
Who knows?
Yeah, it looked a little bit like the guys throwing baseballs, and it seems like they're doing everything just a little too quickly.
Yeah, and then at one point, just a cue card went over the camera and told us what was happening, and then a man played a little out-of-tune piano in the corner.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Okay, so that's your answer. Is we're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it. It's more, hey, what a great camera is more of an episode 19 comment, maybe, right?
Yeah, when
Yep.
you want to get into the nuts and bolts of things.
We're heading into Christmas. I got kids, things are a little tight, right? But we'll see. We'll see. We'd love to if anybody has any kind of hookup on a wholesale or stolen camera that we could, we don't even need to buy it. We just have access to it for a couple hours on a Wednesday afternoon while we eat ribs. We'd be willing to offer ribs.
I think you're just supposed to go and not say stolen.
Well, I don't like to leave a lot of room.
All right.
Right? Yeah, that's what she said. Actually, that's what he said.
That's what your last boyfriend said.
I don't know. My boyfriends don't ever talk to me.
No,
it's just
that's
do
why
this,
they're your boyfriends.
do this, do that.
He shuts his pretty mouth.
Well, no.
That's what he's told.
The last thing they want me to do is shut my mouth. All right, I think that's where we leave it.
Good night, everyone.
That's where
Don't forget to take your teeth out.